Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm Luana and I want to welcome you to Little Sister Chalks. I'm just going to check the picture real quick to make sure, yeah, we're okay. I'm just going to leave it alone. So today I'm going to do a little bit of home decor, but I need your input. So when you are watching this, I'm not live, this is a video because I'm going to get my hair done. Say hello. And then as I'm creating this shapeable banner, so it's got wire so you can bend it and shape it however you want, I'm going to use one of the sayings on this stencil. This is Sleigh Bells Ring, I think. And it's got Deck the Halls and Merry Christmas, 'tis the season, season's greetings, Sleigh Bells Ring, and Believe. I think I'm going to use Merry Christmas and then maybe this pattern is kind of a border, so we'll see. I'm still debating on that, but after it's done, I want to know what you guys think I should do. So I have just a simple hoop made out of wood that I can kind of decorate with, whether it's fabric or whatever, greens, and I could put this across. I think that would be cute. I have a beaded box frame. So I think that would look cute in there. And I'd probably put a background first and then put that banner on top. Or I have a regular kind of plain box frame, white on one side, the other, so it's an insert, the other side is the color of the frame. So I'm still debating on what to do with it. And I'd love to know what you would think. What would you like to see me make? So as I'm creating, I'm going to tilt you down so you can see what I'm making. Drop a comment, let me know, and I can't wait to see. So let's go. Tilting down. There we go. I am going to use ink. I think you can use chalk paste just fine. Ink is better if you have something that you're going to wash. And I don't think this will need to be washed, but I'm going to use ink anyway. So let me open this up, and then I need to cut the pieces of the stencil I want to use. And opening this might be the challenge of the day. There we go. All right, so this is a 4 1/4 by 13.5 banner. There is a longer one, which is very cool as well. But we're going to start with the smaller. And I was bending it, so I just want to make sure it's straight again, and now it's bent the other way. I think that's okay. And I think I'm gonna go Merry Christmas. Just this, the season might be a good size for a t-shirt to add some of those bigger icons to that I wanted to do when I made that t-shirt. Can you guys see okay? I hope so. All right, let me cut this. And I'm cutting the wrong one because I was talking about just the season. That's all right. We'll just go with it. Oh, goodness. I wanted Merry Christmas. So let's do that instead. And I just wanted to mention that I believe this stencil's still available. Our Perks members get 30% off every time they shop. I love my Perks members. Chalk loves our Perks members. So if you're interested in learning more about what that means, just drop a comment. Let me know. Say Perks, and I'll get back to you with some info. It's a really cool program, and they get 30% off of everything that they purchase every time they purchase. So you don't have to wait for specials or sales or deals. You can put your own stuff on sale, which is awesome. All right. Get rid of that. Oh, what I didn't do is cut that border. I'll decide if I want to use the border. Let's start here. All right, I'm just going to fuzz a little bit, even though this is fabric. I'm going to take a little bit of the sticky away, and then we'll play our game of is it centered? Because I can never get that right. Maybe if I put that border on, I'm gonna have to go to the tops. Picked up a lot of junk. Oh, I know. I was making a stocking, adding some greens to a stocking, and it had that little fuzzy white snowy stuff that got all over. All right, I think that's pretty centered. So let me come up there a little bit and grab my ink. Oh, it's not even open. What's that? I think that's supposed to look like that. I guess vintagey. Yeah, it's there too. I was seeing like spots. I thought it was something underneath the stencil, but it is not. And now I'm sticking my fingers and everything because that's how I roll. All right, I'm just trying to get that off a little bit, and I guess I don't. Just trying to get the ink off of here. It's all on this cover. Just try a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. We're just gonna get started. And I've got a little bit of ink on my squeegee, and then I'm just gonna apply it, make sure all of the silk screen part of the stencil is covered. I like to work in one direction usually, top to bottom, side to side, it doesn't matter, but you can do whatever you want because there's no wrong way to do it. And ink doesn't dry as fast as the chalk paste, so you can take a little bit of time. You want to make sure you're nice and covered, there's no spots showing through. And then you just go back and pick up the excess, because if there's too much it gets goopy and bleedy, and that's no good. All right. I also wanted to mention, if you're still looking for gifts to make or decor to make for your home, Monday, December 9th is the last day for guaranteed, I guess. It could still be a delay with the post office or other carriers, but from Chalk's perspective, Monday would be the last day to place an order to make sure that you get it for Christmas. And I'm sorry, my notifications are dinging. All right, I'm going slow and I'm going back. I can see just little spots that didn't cover, and that's why you want to go slow, because you could just then see that this might be part of the stencil. You can go back and hit spots. Yeah, I think that's how it's made. And then really slow towards the end, because it's not much left to lay back down. And that was also part of the stencil, how it's made. All right, there we go. I think that looks so cool. Now, do I put the border on? Maybe I will, because it's kind of plain. But plain is not bad. But just to give it a little bit more, try not to touch that ink. Just give a little bit more punch with this little border. And I'm just going to do one, and I'm going to clean it before I do the second one. I see designers that don't do that. They use it again without cleaning it, and they're always successful. I never am, so I'm not going to do it. I'll just do one of them, and I'll do the other one off camera. So I just want to remind you, looking for input. So once this is done and dry, what would you like me to do with it? Should I make a wreath? Should I make a beaded frame? Or should I make a simple box frame? So those are our choices. And just please drop a comment with what you think I should do. And trying to do this straight is a feat in itself. Oh, wow. Okay, I should have used an ink mat, because you can see it went through. So I'm going to kind of move down a little bit. Sorry if you can't see as well. but I don't want to lay it back in the ink. I should have used an ink mat. And it holds it, the ink mat holds it still, and protects the underside, or whatever's on the back, from the bleed through, which, you know, the mat doesn't really matter to me. It's fine. And that is not straight whatsoever. So here we go. This is always my problem, getting things straight. And this side should be straight because I didn't cut it. And that's going to be right on the stitching. So I should have gone lower. All right, I may actually stop the video and struggle on my own. We'll try one more time. Maybe this one. No, that's too low. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. So let's just take a little bit of ink and do this little border. If you've been around, you know I struggle with the straight and centered, and I drive myself crazy with some of that. And if it's mine, honestly, it does bother me because I know it. But if I'm going to give it away, I don't want it to be cockeyed. And I'm sure if you were receiving it, you wouldn't want it to be cockeyed either. All right, we're just doing the same thing, getting a little bit of ink and applying it. And my nose is running. A little bit more ink. All right, and then I'm going to pull up slow, and I got to come back and do these guys. It's like the bottom didn't really cover because of the bump, I think. Maybe I should have gone like across. I'll just do that. See if that helps me as I get down here. I'm not sure if it helped or not. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Oh, that looks cute. I'm glad I did the border. Gives it just a little bit more oomph. You set that down, get a better grip. There we go. Okay, vote. Wreath, beaded frame, box frame. Let me know. Thank you. See you later. Bye.